Okay, so back for another look at MGP Manager. Previous video, we set up a new game, went through all finances, R&D, merchandise, team headquarters. If you're not sure, go back and watch the first video. Today, we're going to have a look at bike setup, the pits, and the race, or in this case, pre-season testing, to see what that's about. Oh, our baseball caps have come in, so that's good. Okay, so event information, it's a one-day test in Spain. The class we're in, MGP2, it's only a one-day test. The bigger class has a two-day test. One-day test. The weather currently is 32 degrees. It's forecast to rain at some point, although it's unlikely to change very quick, but it could do. We can set how long we want this test to run, from 1 hour up to a maximum of 7 hours. The longer the test have, the more chance you have to get your riders out on track to work on experience, machine familiarity, track familiarity, and XP in the class they're in. So that's how that works. We'll just set it to an hour for now. Continue. Takes us straight out onto the track, overhead track view. We'll come back to that, look at that in a minute. If you go into the rider setup, here is how we set our riders up to send them out on the racetrack. So what we do, click on rider's name. It opens up this side, the left-hand side of the screen is the tyres. Now, we only get a certain amount of tyres for each session or each test in that case. So in this case, we get 3 front tyres of each dry compound and 4 rear tyres of each dry compound. We also get wet tyres, but as the circuit is dry, we only pick the dry tyres. So we can cycle through these, choose whichever tyre we like, front and back, and it shows here how many laps they've been running for, used laps they've done, and the condition, 100% down to 0% when they're worn out. Track temperature here, 32 degrees. You can choose whatever tyre you want. It doesn't matter if you want to put on hard tyres, soft tyres. It's up to you. Hard tyres obviously last longer, haven't got as much grip. The medium somewhere in the middle. The soft tyres have the most grip, wear out the quickest. So you've got to decide which ones you want to do. For this, I'll send them out on hard tyres. I'm only going to do a track familiarization run anyway. Again, the weather, it's going to change to overcast in over an hour. This test is 2 hours, so it'll go overcast at some point during this session. This side, we have what we can get our rider to focus on while he's out on the racetrack. So circuit knowledge is what it is, learning the circuit. Corner entry improves his braking and corner entry, also reduces front tyre wear the better he gets at that. Corner exit, quicker exit and turns also improves rear tyre wear as he improves throttle control. Electronics, as with all bike racing nowadays, controls brake and acceleration, assists with brake and acceleration and tyre wear, so good does both. Tyre management, again, is focusing on being able to make the tyres last longer, especially if you're using a softer compound tyre, you can make it last longer for the race potentially. Experience, this is this rider's current experience in this class, to the green bars up here, so he's quite experienced. Mentality is where they want to take it easy, so in this case I'm going to use this one just to improve his circuit knowledge. Steady is normal running around, and pushing is go as fast as he can for qualifying. It's quite good for qualifying, that one. Energy is rider energy. The easy won't affect rider energy much at all because he's not pushing that hard. Steady and push do. Push affects it the most because he's doing the most work. Steady is just a steady reduction of energy while he's out on the racetrack. Okay, and this circuit knowledge bar is how familiar he is with this current track. Now we can just do circuit knowledge, which will only focus on improving this. Any of these will also improve circuit knowledge, but not as much because he's still out on the track, but he's focusing on something that isn't just where the track goes. So if I, for example, put him on corner exit for this run, he'll still gain circuit knowledge as well as corner exit ability, but not as much as he would just doing circuit knowledge. Number of laps, we'll do, let's say, 5 laps. Okay, so that's 5 flying laps, does not include his out lap and his lap in. So it's 5 absolute flying laps on that one. Okay, and then we can confirm and he'll leave the pits. Now we can do both riders at once, or we can just do one rider. Okay, so in this case, I'll just do one. So it goes easy, 5 laps, confirm, and you go out on the racetrack. Then we can do our second rider if we like, or we can just go back to the race view and I'll just have our one guy coming out on the racetrack. So we'll see him come out on track. These little color-coded circles here is the color of our team. So there's our guy going out on the track there. These also correspond down the side to the color of the bikes on the racetrack. Okay, if you want to see the names of the riders, pressing F6 brings up the rider names. So if you want to particularly follow a particular rider around the racetrack, you can do. Our guy Olaf Marchand is there, just coming out of the last corner now. If you want to follow him, he is classed as rider 1, so we click follow rider 1. We can follow him around the racetrack. Turn the names off, press F5, and there's our guy. And that will focus the camera on him as he goes around the racetrack chasing this Antunes fella around. Okay. And that's that. You can also zoom in and out of the race. O and P mouse wheel up and down zooms in and out of the racetrack. W, A, S and D allows us to move about, so we can focus on just one corner and watch just from one part of the racetrack, or whatever we want to do. Or we can go back to following our guy around. There he is. Go around. Down the side, obviously lap times. His last lap, his best lap. It's also mirrored here in his section here. So his on-track status, his current lap time is this. Last lap, best lap. That's rider 2. Over here, the live weather situation. SW, surface water. There's no surface water because it's dry. TE, track evolution. The longer the run in the dry, the better the track surface will get. So that bar will go up here, and eventually when it goes to green up here, the track is optimum grip level. Track temperature 32 degrees. Forecast weather is overcast, just over an hour. Be overcast. We set an hours, not 2 hours session. That's counting down. When it gets to 0, obviously the session's over, and that'll be that. Then go to the result screen, and that's him. While our guy's out on the track, we can go back to the pits, get rider 2 sorted out, do him. We can say corner entry is rider 2. Just do 3 laps with him, confirm, back to race view, and we'll see our rider Richard Reggiani going out on the racetrack, leaving the pits, and he's out as well. Follow him around if we like. Yeah, and they'll go round and round and round. If we want to pull a rider into the pits early, if we go back to follow Olaf Marchand, he's the guy who's chasing on the pits. He's coming around over the line now. He's in the pit lap anyway. If we want to pull Richard Reggiani in quick, we just click the pit in rider 2. End of this lap, he will come back into the pits and we can do a debrief. Once they're back in the pits, I'll just wait till rider 1 gets back into the pits. We'll see how much they've improved in the area we asked them to focus on while they're out on the racetrack. And then we can make adjustments, change the focus, keep the focus the same, change tyres, different compound tyres maybe. Olaf's in the pit, so go back to pit view. There he is, and he's gained a little bit of electronic knowledge, not a lot. What they increase is dependent on the rider's got an ability based on intelligence, how much they can learn different areas as they're on the track. Also pit crew. So if you've got a particularly weak electronics engineer, that'll affect how much electronics knowledge the rider gains or how much the bike sets up out on track. The better the engineer, the quicker or the more that'll improve per run. Also, the more laps you do will increase the amount that potentially could go up by, as long as you don't have an accident on the racetrack. That's that. We can pick different tyres. We can see the set we had on. He's done 6 laps. They've come down to that much where we can put medium tyres on for this run, do 2 flying laps, easy, put them on corner entry, back out on the racetrack. Olaf will go. There he goes, leading the pits. Yeah, and that's essentially what we do. Richard Reggiani's back in the pits now, so we'll check what he's done. He's virtually learned nothing at all. We'll have to look at the engineers when we get back to the home screen, or just do a longer run. This is where you can a longer pre-season test can be beneficial because we get longer. I mean, this hour is going to go quite quick. You think at 1 minute, 50 seconds a lap, you're only going to get, I don't know how many laps, 25 laps. It's not a lot. Real world test sessions, the guys do 60, 70 laps a day. So you're looking at, at least a 2 hour, maybe 3 hour session. I know it's a long time in the game to do, but it pays off when you get into the season and you find that you start the season with guys who are well versed in different things. They're well on the way to learn and play completely. And it just helps you. And so that's it. This fella's not set a lap time yet. Once all the riders set a time, you can end the session early and go to the results screen. Currently, no, they haven't all set a time yet. The AI riders will go out on track when they feel like it. You know what I mean? Some prefer to wait till the track improves. Some like to get out nice and early. It's available. It's nothing that it's just the way it's been set up to run. I think it adds a bit of realism to the game rather than everyone just piling out when they can. It's paced out over the session. So that's basically that. Tracks on track and pit setup. A while guys got quicker. So Richard Reggiani seems a bit of a find. Although I said that early in the session, but all the other AI riders, are also doing the same thing. They're gaining their experience. Those bars will be virtually going up in their pit screens, if we could see them. Plus the track getting faster. To the track is now it's gone orange. The bars, so it's the track getting faster. The more time they're out on it in the dry. So all these things help and help to produce a better lap time, so you can't really take a lot at this early stage of a pre-season test. So that's it. That's second video. You can, if you wanted to, you could save the game mid-session, come back to it later on. So if you are doing a 2 or 3 hour session, you could save the game and do it in. You break it up, do it into different parts. If you're unsure what to do in the pits, hover over this question mark. It brings up a little pop-up help window that runs through what you need to do, and it'll be in the manual anyway, but if you're not sure, click on that and it'll help you decide what you want to do with each of your riders. And that's it for now anyway. I'll just as we come back now, all the riders have done a time, so now we can end the session early and it'll give us there's the results from this test. From there, continue back to the home screen. That test is now grayed out because we've completed it. The next one is until February. And there, away we go again. So we can look at rider training. If we go to this particular, in fact, where was our really good guy? Reggiani was good. If we go to performance, we can talk to him. He did really well, so high praise for that one. I think the other guy did quite well as well, so we will go again fourth. So yeah, hard work's really paying off, so he did really well on that one. And yeah, and there we go. Oh, they've completed work on our R&D. Yeah, and that's it. So I'll see you in the next video when we carry on through the test and on into the first race of the year. So thanks for watching.